What's up guys, thanks for tuning in. And today's a quick little video. We're going to be looking at the Paragon Performance Key FOB covers that you can get in all different kinds of carbon fiber. We'll look at things like the build quality, as well as seeing if there's any kind of impact to your range on your key fobs when you're trying to do things like locking and unlocking your C8. It's a fun little informative video today, so let's get started.
So the C8 key fob cover is a great little accessory that you can get and is made by Paragon Performance. It's commonly on sale for a price around $40 and has a few different carbon fiber options to choose from. And I'll have links in the description below so you can check them out. The key fobs are made of genuine carbon fiber and have a very good finish quality. Going to the website, you can see that Paragon has 6 different versions, with a red, silver, blue, standard black, matte black, and then the forged carbon look. So showing how to install the cover, we'll be using my spare key fob, which hasn't been ever used and still has my dealer tag still attached amazingly. The cover is a snap-on, so there's no need for any tools and is super easy to put on. To place on, first place the front cover over your key fob. Then take the back plate and place behind your key fob. Apply a small amount of pressure until you hear the pieces snap into place, and you're done. In applying the cover, it sits very securely in place with no real worry of the cover coming off, even when you slightly drop it, which shows the great level of quality that you would expect from Paragon. To remove, use your nails or a coin in the groove to remove as needed. So the next part I looked at was the distance test and seeing what the effective range is when using the key fob cover. And in this instance, I used my secondary key, which is never used and has brand new batteries, so we can see what the longest range is possible. Starting off, I took a walk without the key fob cover on to get a baseline reading. Again, using a brand new battery and a new key fob will give us the best range possible through the test, but you can imagine after some time the battery will wear down and your range will end up being reduced. I found the distance where the key fob was out of range and then started walking back until I finally got signal again. I ended up walking a lot further than I originally thought I would need to, and in my case, my rangefinder was definitely not up to the task to figure out that distance. So I had to improvise and literally counted my steps back to the C8 to get a reasonable reading.
5, 96, 97, 8, 9. So 199 steps. So that's how far it took for just doing the key fob without the actual Paragon cover on it. So let's put the cover on real quick and actually see if there's any loss in the amount of distance you get on when the actual key fob will work. So alrighty, key fob is installed, so let's go check out to see how far this gets. So that, there's one. I'm just gonna kind of start walking because I already know this is gonna probably take a while. You know, I still find it kind of funny. In doing these YouTube videos, I never imagined myself just randomly walking in an empty space just so I could figure out how far a distance for a key fob would be. If you had told me that like a year ago, that's what I would be doing, would not have believed you. But here we are, so that's what I'm doing. And hopefully you like this video. If you like this video and you do enjoy it, please consider subscribing to the channel, as well as hitting that like button so you know when the next cool video drops. All right, let's try right here first to see if it actually does capture it from here. So, oh, it doesn't even capture it from here. Ah. Yep. Nope, nothing. So that's interesting. It doesn't capture it from here. So let's get a little close. Let's get a little closer and see if we can get it to respond to it. Up. So right about here is where the actual key finally responded with the cover on there, which is significantly shorter. It's almost, I would say, about half. I mean, I'm gonna kind of walk there, and I want it to be very scientific and cool about it and have my little range finder, but I drastically miscalculated how well that would work and how it wouldn't, and should have chose a different kind of measuring tool this time. So I'm just gonna walk it again and kind of see where we're at with that. So with that being said, 1, 2, 3. $73, $74, 75 steps. So with the key fob on, you're basically reduced to around 75 steps if you have a brand new key fob that you're working with, which in this case is my spare. So, and I haven't used it at all. So you went from essentially just like 199 steps or 200 steps, if you want to just call it round and even, to 75 steps, which is essentially more than half. So that being said, I mean, I'm using the Forged Carbon Fiber key fob cover, so I'm curious to see if anyone else has different experiences with any of the other carbon fiber key fobs, if they notice any kind of difference. If you do and you notice that there's a difference or not, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. But at least when it comes to mine, which is the forged carbon look version, you do get a drastic reduction in your distance where the key fob will actually work. So something to keep in mind. I still love the quality of these. I think they're absolutely phenomenal. I'm still gonna keep it on mine, but it is something to consider if you're somewhere that you might forget where you park, like a garage or whatnot. It might actually impact where you need to, like where you can find your car, or you might just need to take off your key fob cover just to be able to find your car if that's the case. So yeah, to summarize, the key fob is definitely something worth buying. It's made out of good quality, and there's a ton of different options out there. You do lose a little bit of effective distance where your key fob is going to work to unlock your car, lock your car, or even turn it on. But I think it's worth the price, and it does add a little bit of an extra flair to your key fob, especially if you like carbon fiber. As you can see, this part of the video was filmed at a later point, and we've added an extra few little things here, including custom vinyl to the C8. If you're watching this video at a later point, you'll actually see how we install this vinyl onto the C8 here. In any case, thanks for watching. Hope you liked this video.